Part A wants us to integrate this expression here. It's a parts question, and because there's a log involved, then u is the natural log of x, and dv dx is equal to 4x cubed. So if we differentiate this one, then du dx becomes 1 over x, and if we integrate this one, v becomes 4x to the 4 over 4, so that's just x to the 4. So our parts formula then gives us 4x cubed log x equals u times v, that times that, x to the 4 log x, minus the integral of v times du dx. These two multiply together. Well, 1 over x times x to the 4 is x cubed. So when we integrate this, we get x to the 4 natural log of x minus a quarter x to the 4 plus a constant. Part B then wants us to find the shaded area. Now again, you need to remember that the area underneath the x-axis comes out to be negative, and the area above the x-axis comes out to be positive. So we need to do this area in two parts. So the first thing we need to do is find where it crosses the x-axis. So on the x-axis y is 0, so if we solve 4x cubed log x equals 0, then there are two possible options here. Either x cubed is 0 or the log x term is 0. Now if x cubed is 0, then x must be 0. And if the natural log of x is 0, then x must be 1, because the natural log of 1 is equal to 0. So when we come to do our areas, what we're going to do is integrate between 0 and 1. 4x cubed natural log of x, and we can use the result of part A. So we know the answer to this is going to be x to the 4 natural log of x minus a quarter x to the 4. We don't need the c this time because we've got limits of 0 and 1. So if we put our limits in here, then what we're going to end up with is, if we put 1, then log of 1 is 0, so this first term is 0, and then we get minus a quarter from the second term. Put 0 in here, well, x to the 4 is 0 to the 4, so that's 0, and this is 0 as well. So what we end up with is minus 1 quarter, therefore our area is equal to plus 1 quarter. And then for the second part, same thing again, we're going to integrate this time between 1 and 2. 4x cubed natural log of x. So this is going to be x to the 4 natural log of x minus a quarter x to the 4, and this time our limits are 1 and 2. So if we put 2 in here, we get 16 log 2, and put 2 into this one, we get minus 4. And if we put 1 in, well, we've already done that. This is what we get when we put 1 in. So this is going to be 0 minus 1 quarter. And if we work this out, we end up with 16 log 2 minus 15 quarters. Therefore, our shaded area is going to be 16 log 2 minus 15 quarters plus this quarter here, so this gives us minus 14 quarters, so this is 16 log 2 minus 7 over 2.